rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of
St. Paul's.
We already heard this part, y'all.
First and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
Give me some clean clothes, fool.
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book. The beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a
What's
night.
up,
We
young
lost 2 more
Dexter?
patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new
Yeah,
router
please
in the morning.
hit that like button
In the
for me,
meantime,
please.
Find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country, and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship is in sync. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Can you get off me? Golly. Okay, okay. Good talk.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Mr. Hampton needs me right now.
What's going on here? I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen nothing. Whoa. Whoa. Why everything red? freak was that?
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood.
Why everything
Calm
red?
yourself.
I feel like I'm in Dead by Daylight.
Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. Me guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Ew, why he say it like that? The black quality indicates how much XP you would gain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you get. To drink the blood of the prey, you first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. What the freak? I gotta kill him? Oh, that's dope.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Yo, what's up with the music? What's up with the music? He said, but be aware there will be consequences. Learn more about citizens collecting their hints with increased experience gain. Yeah, should I kill him or let him go? Should I kill him and let him go? Oh, what the freak? Kill? Okay. Just take a bite.
You bastard! Didn't have the guts to fart me. Fuck you. Kill you. Kill you.
Wait, that was him talking? I feel bad. We're toxin on the side. Okay. I guess we're toxin. Oh my gosh. Was that him talking? Yo, that was him talking. I gotta get out of here. Oh.
To taste a life.
I'm so hungry.
Embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a divine sin.
No, I think it was him on the ground. He said he could have killed me in a river. He said, I'll kill you. He basically saying he should have killed me. Oh my gosh, I gotta get out of here. Nice music. Oh, there's people in here. Hey. Walk off. Okay. There's people here too. There's people everywhere and I'm walking in here. Are they sick? I'm stealing stuff. Stealing stuff. Doctor, doctor.
Good evening.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us.
I would have no choice.
During these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before.
Okay, we met once.
Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I
What?
was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Heck yeah.
Do you need any medical assistance yourself?
Whoa. I know the whole thing.
Come on. Don't be ridiculous, dear colleague.
Okay, we can play DBD later. He's healthy. Can I kill him? I'm swaying. Well, my subscribers said we're toxic. Oh, what the freak? Wait, hints? You like in London? What's the situation
What is
here?
the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
People are more important. You know, even though I killed an innocent out there.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the doctor.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool how I mesmerized him to him to like to kill him. You know what I'm saying?
This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Where are all your subs at? I don't know.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
I know, it said it have consequences. What about the management?
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed
Who
up
probably did a good thing?
accepting
I don't
service as
know.
a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Oh my God, you're talking too much.
Tell me more about...
I can mesmerize him. Y'all saw that.
Nurse Brannigan is a pro. She
Did
is the
y'all
most
see that?
helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Y'all saw we can mesmerize him. Look up there. Oh, I can't. He's too powerful for me. Oh. Okay, makes sense. So I need somebody weaker. Okay, bye.
Goodbye, Dr. Tice.
I'm talking to this doctor right here. Can I mesmerize you, girl?
Doctor, where have you been? I've
Ugh,
little time
why
to
she look
break
so
out and treat
mad?
new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
Girl, you got blood all over your
delivered
hands. Don't
poor
touch me
Mr.
with that.
Hampton
I'll
from a
drink it.
terrible fate. The means to that end should
I'll
be
drink that
of
blood.
concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse.
Oh,
What can I do for you?
don't time out.
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on
Don't
the second
time out.
floor with your name on the door.
I don't think he's even
Thank you.
here. We only got one- so I think you're the only one watching.
Yes, Dorothy.
I'm
Crane.
just, this is too much talking. I just want to fight
The office has been
and
prepared.
drink blood and kill innocents. I have a few questions
I would like to
now.
ask a few questions first.
How is
And
Mr.
Mr.
Hampton?
Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
Can I drink his
I
blood?
gave him a sedative to help him sleep. The whole thing was in quite a state of shock.
Who
What
is
kind of
Dr.
man is Dr.
Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better
Ew,
things
girl,
to
why
do
your
than
chin
this
so
lass.
pointy? A crescent moon. It's moon right there. I just only met him,
Apologies,
fool.
I've only just met him the once.
Can I mesmerize her?
This
Because
is
she's talking too
some-
much.
I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
I don't want to see her no more. I want to see your back of your ears. I got no hints. Wait, what's that say right there? Social circle. My health status is serious. Oh. Wait, is it for me? I don't know. Where's my room?
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Ugh, not gonna say you're welcome or anything. Ooh, I'm ready to mesmerize her. Okay. Alright, go. People in here. Can I even jump in this game? They ain't jump back in the day. You okay? You okay? He's not okay. You okay? Oh, he dead. That dude dead. He dead. Somebody get him out of here. He dead. City. Okay.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Let me meet some people. Hey.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face.
Turn on your face.
I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they
Ooh,
still
that
call
face
me
look
Thomas
burned.
Elwood.
I can mesmerize him? Oh, no! No! I didn't mean to! Y'all! Y'all! I can take him out of his memory. Take him out of his... Marky, you said we toxic here, so should I kill him? Should I kill him? Yes or no? Before I end it. Say it right now. Should I kill him or let him go? Okay, but the other person didn't do nothing. The other person didn't do nothing. Yes or no? Yes or no before I hit it. He said he about. Okay, he said it after I killed him. Right? He said it after I killed him. No, he wasn't. You said we're being toxic over here, but now we're not toxic anymore. I'm confused. You're confusing me. What's out here? Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. Could have gained some more points. Talk to this doctor right here. Nurse.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And
Hey,
I'm
Pippa
Dr.
Hawkins.
Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Okay, you don't have to tell everybody
it's a
that.
euphemism that your help will be
Sit up here in the
appreciated,
background.
Doctor.
Your life in London? How's the
How would
situation
you
here?
describe the situation at Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Get a
You
grip.
must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
The Spanish flu won't last
Nurse
forever.
Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Well,
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
you would be surprised.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual.
Why they grumpy?
Especially concerning doctors.
Can I mesmerize her?
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it
Oh
or
my god, this is a
not.
lot of freaking talking. I need to know something about him.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Milton didn't calm himself. Okay. Okay.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Who was you, Doctor?
Good evening, Dr. Timmons.
I already spoke to him.
Reed, any good news to share?
I already spoke to him. Bye.
Goodbye, Dr. Timmons.
Wait,
Good evening, Dr. Timmons.
can I ask some personal questions?
Dr. Reed, any
Oh my
good
gosh.
news to share?
Nope. Okay, bye.
Goodbye, Dr. Timmons.
Can I mesmerize him? I'm just playing. Girl, you okay?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke.
She high?
And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency?
I ain't a mortal, I'm a vampire.
Tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll
I'm a
never forget the
vampire.
night you met
I'm a
Thelma
vampire.
Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed,
Girl, I'm a real vampire. I can mesmerize you, take you out there and kill you just like that. Can I mesmerize her? Dang it, she reminds more powerful than me.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefied.
I don't know if you want to know if this is real. Let me look at this up.
Or in your case,
What's your name? Jules Cartar?
Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And
But
you
I'm a
think
vampire.
It is I who am delusional.
But I'm a vampire. Here's a real person, y'all. Ooh.
please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
Nice. So this freaking thing is like something good for me, so I can like learn things.
I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
Girl, I drink your blood.
I'm assuming
I drink your
you must be
blood.
patient here.
But
Am I right?
but
It's only a cover to hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
girl, I'm a vampire. Anyways, man, just personal questions. Who are you really?
Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal?
Am I immortal? I'm a
What do you
vampire.
require? Proof of my powers?
Yes.
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
There was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's mind, you see?
Girl, I'm a
I'll
vampire.
leave you. Mistress of the Dark.
Y'all, she don't know I'm a vampire. I can actually mesmerize her right now, but I can't. I won't do it. I'll spare your life. Prevent disease. Don't cough in public. Just like the COVID. If you cough in, If you cough in person, everybody think you have COVID and run away from you. Where's that dude I was trying to kill, but you know, one of my subscribers said stuff it. He didn't do anything. What's up, bro?
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
How close are you to Miss Hawcroft?
Oh, I didn't know this.
Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless.
Alright, you can head out.
I can assure you. Her head's broken inside, is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof there's hope.
Not gonna stop me from playing this game. You let her bite you?
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. Frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
How long was your stay with us?
Stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by them.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Okay. Who's you?
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, Sora, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But
oh,
who
this is
wouldn't
you!
after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you at the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious night. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
What is the general situation in the East End, Docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tension between the gangs and the Dockers Trade Union. The Wet Boot boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Who leads the gang now?
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke. Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the doctor many months ago.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks, and I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking,
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. Then I can go back to the people who need me.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later. It's locked.
It's locked.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Alright, spoke to you.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Sup, sir?
I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, you see.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
I can mesmerize him.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Is it?
Not now.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, alright.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. The flower's dying. It needs water.
I give it water. Okay. First, you need to analyze the components you found to unlock the recipe. Click on to analyze. Okay.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Okay, I should bring my health up. On my ears. Okay. Hold up. Every night, the consequences of your actions may improve or degrade the health. The more lives you take, the unhealthier a district becomes. If a district health stage drops below critical, it will plunge into chaos. It is for you to decide the district's fate. Oh. What's this one? Oh, these are unknown.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. What about my thirst for blood?
A lot of reading. Wait. As Nurse Crane is securing an office for you, please forgive me. Okay. Girl, don't rush me. Who answered the foot door?
It's locked, all right.
Hurry now, Doctor. It's freezing here.
You're cold?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem. We had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Alright, get out of my face.
It's locked.
What's up here? Nothing. Nothing. Go this way. Whoa, can I go in there?
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
I should talk to you. Could you run into that wall?
I'm Dr. Reed. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade. I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to take, not death itself.
Nice.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. Situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
So you're ready to die?
No, I'm not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidam.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Well, I see a dead body in there.
It never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead,
I saw somebody. How I get back there?
It's locked, all right.
Can I go in there? Yeah, I can go in there. The body's glowing. But how do I go in there? Why is he walking through the door? Wall. You hear whispering or I'm tripping? I don't like this. Did I hear whispering? Yeah, I'm not gonna go down there yet. Y'all didn't hear that screaming? I feel safe here. Let's go to the morgue. This whispering makes me uneasy. I don't like it. Is this game a horror game?
cannot enter. Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
I don't like the whispers. Sorry, Mama. Sorry guys, let's get... Okay, oh dang, I forgot. Here. Okay. Y'all listen to the whispers in the background. I'm leaving? What do you mean leave? Okay, well, it's taking forever to load. Wait, oh, so the door's unlocked now. Okay. How do that power thing again? Watch out for them whispers. Yeah, I know. Kind of scared. So you hear the whispers too? That was the only one.
It's locked, all right.
I see that. Okay, he level 6 too. Okay. Can I crouch? You beat my tail.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
I like how he talked. Strain moves faster than influenza. What was that? I saw that. Oh, I need this.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Bro, that scared the crap out of me. That's something that scare y'all. My heart. Oh, that scared me. Where did he come from, y'all? That dude just came out of nowhere. He came out of this door?
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
What the frick was that? Y'all. Y'all. Y'all saw that, right? Where did that come from? Marcus, you saw that? I forgot. I'm a vampire. I can't be scared.
These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals.
What the on? Swing! What's the rate I can do this? I wish I could have a flashlight. I didn't even see him there. See, this is why I need a flashlight. What, is two of them? Look at him swinging. Get the freak off me! I can't even see what's going on.
It's locked.
What the freak? New citizen available. Press to open the local investigation menu.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
We'll look into it.
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? The chest was originally open to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
I didn't mean to do that. Crap. Why are you screaming? What the freak? zombies away from me. Did I die? What the freak? Dang, I've been a... I gotta start back right here again. Oh my gosh. What the f- I got just stop it! I'll be right back, y'all. Okay.
Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
So I fought all of them for no reason? Wow. Where is John Doe? Pick up my face.
Skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Where are they coming from? There's even more of them. I'll get a little bit off me.
Not now.
The treatment for what? For fatigue. Okay. What I'm looking for. I can talk to these people? Oh. Dorothy. Is that Dorothy? That's Pippa. Hey Pippa. Pip. 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 What I'm looking for? Wait, I haven't met you yet.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swans's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help in this hospital, instead of a burden.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Hey!
This is ridiculous. My
We can play
blood
DVD
transfusion technique
after I
saved
download
many
this.
lives, and you know it.
If you want.
That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
I'm ready to kill you. That's what you do.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Diseases decreases the blood quality of citizens. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Okay. Move. Move! Talking to you?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer Goswick.
Press to okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir.
You is the burden. I'll give you some
You're
medicine.
not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk to the doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr.
You're talking about the
Perhaps your sore throat
the
is
Among
just
Us
the
one?
consequence of something more.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
How painful.
No, access.
Mr. Goswick. So painful I'd rather not talk to the doctor.
I'll let you get some rest. Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I ain't done talking to you.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm ready to kill you. Who's you?
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on me, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes. Thanks to my husband. Rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing
Salud,
with patients
Leo.
of such
¿Cómo
social
se va?
standing.
Bien, ¿y tú?
Tell me more about your arrival at Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
She charged you for a bed.
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Wait, I didn't ask her if she's sick.
Good
Yo,
evening,
girl, are you
How's
sick?
my son doing?
I guess he's okay.
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
I have other concerns right now, Doctor. I'm fine, thank you.
So I moved la pook.
Goodbye,
Si.
Mrs. Goswick.
Oui. Oui. Okay, I spoke to you. Spoke to you. Oh, we. I haven't spoke to. Oh, I spoke to Beatrice. Okay. What's the unknown person here? Okay, where I'm going? Remember, sentence blood will provide you. Look for sentence on your measure a little or below and choose wisely.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're
Sorry, y'all.
going to be
The
working.
only way I can come stronger is by killing citizens. I'm sorry.
Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Oh, I can't kill him.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
Dang, you kind of short.
I admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
I didn't realize it.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. You're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree.
Exactly.
That does not excuse Dr. Aykroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Okay. What the frick was that? Who's this? Yeah, I gotta drink blood. I gotta kill somebody.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm gonna kill that dude.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Dang it.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped from the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Buy some good guns. Oh, I'm broke. Never mind. What is that? What's that back there?
Sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again.
I promise you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'd stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
I didn't know I could do that. I gotta kill somebody for some blood. Can I kill her? No. Can I kill him? What, sir? Sorry.
Good evening, Mr. Albert.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
I feel bad for this. I feel bad for this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So this is how it ends. Farewell, my life. You betrayed me, God.
Oh my gosh, that's sad. I don't like that. Why'd they do that? This is how it ends. Farewell, my life. You betrayed me. Well, that is sad. Can I kill you too?
Good evening, Miss Howard. How are you tonight?
Rich, vibrant blood.
Bro, why the music like this?
Tell me, Thelma, what
Yeah.
do you really know about vampires?
I saw one and he saw me. I watched him hunt and kill. I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died. And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire? Here in London?
Yes. And it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
No. You are deluded. You think you crave blood, but you have no physical need for it. You have no idea what that is like.
But what am I feeling? It cannot only be in my head. I know my flesh is rotting. I feel it. It disgusts me.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort.
Do Mr. Elrod again. Did I kill him? The time I killed him.
I find interesting.
Well, he did.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
But the suffering continues.
Okay, he has. So his brain is.
I cannot enter.
Oh my gosh, I just killed the innocent. I don't know how I feel about that. I just needed the blood. Well, they found his body already? Oh. Hello, sis. A lot of reading. Oh, this song about Pippa. Where Pippa at? Pippa, I killed somebody. I killed somebody.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
But you're doing something important here. For all the patients who need your help.
We save lives, sure. Each time we send a cured patient home, it's a relief beyond words. But since the epidemic, I feel so powerless.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Okay, let me go up here. Talk to Segar.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of...
Okay, Harvey's is number 1. I haven't met these. Okay.
Town, the hospital, a brand new light. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edna.
Stop! Don't make me feel bad. That was a man, though. Don't make me feel bad.
Well, I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what we need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accept.
Okay.
I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Okay. There's some stuff in here I can steal. Dear Doctor, blah, 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 blah. That's a lot of reading. And got a lot of freaking letters.
It's locked.
It's locked. Okay, let me run to my room. Oh, since when the door was open.
The flower's dying.
How do I get water?
It needs water.
Keep saying that, but I don't know how to give him water. Go to sleep. Bro, look at my eyes. How did I see I'm a vampire? What's this? You can perform a supernatural move to the target and cause a... Okay. It's this one. Nice. The following night. What? I received an error. What's the error status? Wow.